What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about debloating, and I want to be upfront with you from the start. This is not a guide about magic teas or supplements that are going to make you look shredded overnight. This is a practical, evidence-based breakdown of what actually causes bloating and what you can do to minimize it. I've gone through the research so you don't have to, and by the end of this, you'll have a clear, actionable plan. Let's get into it. Before anything else, I need to be real with you about something that most debloating content completely glosses over. If you want to see the best results from any debloating protocol, you need to be at 12% body fat or lower. I know that's not what everyone wants to hear, but it's the truth. Here's why. When you're carrying excess body fat, especially subcutaneous fat which sits just under the skin, it physically masks the lean, defined look you're going for. No amount of cutting out onions or drinking ginger tea is going to override that. The fat is sitting on top of your muscles and creating that soft, puffy appearance regardless of how little gas you have in your gut. At 12% and below, your body fat is low enough that the debloating strategies we're about to cover will actually be visible. You'll see the difference in your face, your midsection, your vascularity. All of it becomes more apparent when the fat layer is thin enough. So if you haven't already, go check out the Lean Maxing Guide first. Get lean, then come back here and stack these tips on top. That's the correct order of operations. Now, assuming you're in the right range, let's talk about what to eat. Diet is where most of your bloating is coming from, and the biggest culprit is a category of foods called high FODMAP foods. FODMAP stands for fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols, which is a complicated way of saying carbohydrates that your gut struggles to absorb. When these carbs reach your large intestine undigested, your gut bacteria ferment them and produce gas. That gas causes bloating, distension, and discomfort. The big offenders are onions, garlic, beans, lentils, certain dairy products, apples, and wheat. Clinical trials from Monash University, which is the leading research institution on this topic, found that around 70% of people experience significant bloating relief just by reducing high FODMAP foods. That's a massive number. The second dietary factor is sodium. Excess salt causes your body to retain water, which leads to that puffy, swollen look, especially in the face and abdomen. Processed foods, canned soups, fast food, and ready meals are loaded with sodium. Start reading labels and cutting those out. And finally, portion size and eating speed. Large meals stretch your stomach. Eating fast means you're swallowing air. Both of these directly drive bloating. Slow down, eat smaller portions, and your gut will thank you. Let's talk hydration, and this one surprises a lot of people. Drinking more water actually reduces water retention and bloating. The reason is a hormone called ADH, antidiuretic hormone. When you're dehydrated, your body releases ADH, which signals your kidneys to hold on to every drop of water they can. The result is that puffy, waterlogged look. But when you're properly hydrated, ADH levels drop, your kidneys flush out excess sodium, and the water follows. Aim for at least a gallon a day, consistent with what we covered in the Lean Maxing Guide. Now for the two drinks I'd recommend adding to your routine: ginger tea and peppermint tea. Both of these have solid clinical backing. Ginger has been shown in multiple studies to accelerate gastric emptying, meaning food moves through your stomach faster, reducing the window for gas buildup. It also has anti-inflammatory properties that calm the gut lining. Peppermint works differently. It relaxes the smooth muscles of the intestinal wall, which reduces spasms and allows trapped gas to pass more easily. Clinical studies on peppermint oil specifically show significant reductions in bloating symptoms. The tea form is less concentrated but still effective, especially when consumed after meals. And lastly, probiotics. The research here is still evolving, but studies consistently show that strains like Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium improve the balance of gut bacteria over time, which reduces fermentation, gas production, and bloating. Think of them as a long-term investment in your gut health. The last piece is lifestyle, and these three factors are massively underrated when it comes to bloating. First, walk after your meals. A 2021 study found that even just 10 to 15 minutes of light walking after eating significantly speeds up gastric emptying and reduces post-meal bloating. We already have you hitting 15 to 20,000 steps a day from the Lean Maxing Guide, so this is really just about being intentional with when you walk. A short walk after your main meals does more for digestion than most supplements on the market. Second, stop eating within 3 hours of going to bed. When you lie down, gravity is no longer helping move food through your digestive tract. Digestion slows, fermentation time increases, and you wake up feeling puffy and uncomfortable. We already have this built into the diet structure, but I want to reinforce it here because it has a direct impact on how you look and feel first thing in the morning. Third, and this one's often ignored, manage your stress. The gut-brain axis is a real, well-documented biological connection. When cortisol is elevated from chronic stress or poor sleep, it directly disrupts gut motility, meaning your digestive system slows down and becomes irregular. This leads to constipation, gas buildup, and bloating that has nothing to do with what you ate. Consistent sleep, the step goals, the structured eating windows, all of this keeps cortisol in check, and your gut will reflect that. Stack all of this on top of being lean, and the results will speak for themselves. That's the debloating guide. See you in the next one.